Cardiac Arrhythmias and Obesity Research Lab. I'm Kedar Aras, Assistant Professor in the Department of Physiology and Biophysics in the Jacob School of Medicine and Biomedical Sciences at University at Buffalo. For this episode, I wanted to share my perspective on the screening interview checklist. Now, this is a checklist that I created to help me get into that peak performance state mentally, physically, and emotionally as I sat down for these screening interviews. So I would essentially have the 7 items on the checklist that I would check off prior to sitting down. So what were the 7 items? 1, did I get a good night's rest? 2, am I dressed for the occasion? 3, is the camera on the monitor and the chair level synced so that when I look at the camera, it appears as if I'm making direct contact with the faculty members at an eye level? 4, do I have a notepad and a pen handy and a water bottle in case I get thirsty? 5, am I able to log in at least 5 to 10 minutes prior to the actual time of the interview? Because the last thing you want to do is get into some technical difficulties that you cannot resolve on your end, and as a result, miss the interview start time. 6, and this is something that worked for me since I like to meditate, is I would close my eyes, take a few deep breaths, and get centered so that I could be in a cool, calm, collected state of mind prior to the interview. And last but least was just a mental note to myself to be myself or be yourself. Because at the end of the day, you want to be celebrated for who you are and what you bring to the table. So those were the 7 items on my checklist. Get a good night's rest, dress for the occasion, make sure that the camera on the monitor matches up with your eye level, notepad and pen in handy with a water bottle. You're able to log in and there are no technical issues. You are in a cool, calm, collected state of mind. And if taking a few deep breaths or meditating for a couple of minutes help, do that. And finally, just be yourself. So that's it for this week. For the next episode, we'll talk about the debriefing after the screening interviews. I hope to see you then.